Overwatch has a variety of different heroes, of different skill caps, and different abilities, and different looks, and yeah, all that kind of good stuff, you know? So in this series, I'm going to be looking at the heroes that take the most skill to use, and we're going to see if they are the best heroes in the game. This episode is the one and only Hanzo. He's probably the most hated hero in the game, but that doesn't make him bad. It just makes it that most people think that all Hanzos are bad. Well, that's not true, because there are a lot of Hanzos that can easily get play combined with a Graviton and can push people off the payload with their ults and can rack up those headshots without using scatter arrows. There's so many good Hanzos I know. And then there are obviously the bad ones that just choose Hanzo for attack on competitive and then never switch. But we're not talking about those Hanzos for this video. We're talking about how good Hanzo can be. So let's start off with this. Hanzo is a Japanese character who was born and raised in Hanamura, the Japanese map, which is personally my favorite map, so there's already some likability there for me. He is a brother to Genji Shimada, and his full name is Hanzo Shimada, no surprises. So, he's an archer, so he's like a kind of ninja hybrid archer kind of thing. Not as much of a ninja as Genji, but he is an archer. So like there's that. And Hanzo, his clip is infinite, so he can basically shoot forever. Well, everyone can. But he doesn't have to reload ever. And he can just constantly shoot and spam arrows, which is why some people hate him, because he can just spam arrows, and they do a lot of damage if they hit you in the head, and they can do relatively significant damage if you hit them in the body, even when you're just spamming, and even when you don't hold back for that long. But if you do hold back, that's when Hanzo becomes a beast. He can do, like, he can two-shot headshot tanks, he can, like, three-shot body shot some tanks, too. He can, like, one-shot headshots almost every hero, except tanks and Bastion. And he's just a really insane hero. He can just do a ton of things that most heroes can't. Like, he can just end you if you're full health. So, as a sniper, Hanzo has to have some ability of getting to high ground, right? And this is probably 10 times better than Widowmaker's ability. He climbs a wall. He climbs up any wall. And then he can just sit at the top. And yeah, he climbs walls. He's a sniper that climbs walls. It's not some cooldown or anything. He just always can climb walls. And that means some people are crazy good with him and can hit people off of walls. And while they're wall climbing, they turn around really fast and then they get a straight headshot. And it's really crazy to watch. I would recommend watching some Hanzo pros. So, Hanzo he gets most of his hate from just being like this no skill, no team composition type of guy. Well, I think he does have team comp just for defense. I wouldn't say you should use him all the time in offense unless you're a Hanzo pro, like I was just mentioning. But I think he's probably one of the best defense heroes. And people should stop hating on Hanzo, and people should stop hating on Hanzo mains. Like, that's now an insult for some reason. And yeah, I think Hanzo, he's a really good hero, and he has a really high skill cap. He has a higher skill cap than most other snipers. There's only 3 snipers, and I think Hanzo might have the highest skill cap out of them. He kind of does a lot more than just sniping, and that's why he's such a good sniper. Like, Widowmaker is a super one-dimensional sniper, but she's probably the best for just sniping. Anna can also heal, so I wouldn't say she's the best sniper either. And yeah, Hanzo he can do a lot more than just snipe. And it adds to the kit of kind of sniping. Like, he can see through walls, and that's Widowmaker's ult. Like, he can do that every 20 seconds. And the wall climb, Widowmaker has a cooldown for that. He can just do it right away. And he has all these things that can add to sniping and just continuously add to his archery. And it's so many things that you can just use to your advantage, and you don't even have to use them for sniping. Like, you can rush somebody as Hanzo, and if you use the proper arrows, then you can get a few kills. Like, he's not just good for sniping, which is why I think he's better than Widowmaker, but I wouldn't say he's a better sniper than Widowmaker, but I'd say he's a better character than Widowmaker. Anna, I don't know yet. I wouldn't really say Hanzo's better than Anna after the nerf, probably, but, like, I'm not sure. It's pretty cool to think about the heroes with high skill caps and just, like, envision the best they can possibly be compared to, like, average people. And, like, that's why Hanzo is so hated, basically, because a lot of people aren't that good with him, because he's a difficult hero to play. So competitive Hanzos can be really good and really bad. It's just the way it is with all these heroes that have high skill caps. I don't know why Hanzo is specifically being targeted right now. Maybe because he's been being played the most out of people with high skill caps and lower ranks. I don't know. But people like Genji and Zarya, other people with high skill caps, aren't really getting any hate for people doing bad with them. I don't know. I don't know what it is with Hanzo. It's just kind of, like, people have always kind of been annoyed by Hanzo sometimes. And it's kind of just the way it is. I don't think Hanzo is really that bad. I don't think he's really gonna be destroying every comp game. I don't think that's due to Hanzo. I think that's due to the people who just give their game up because they like, if you have a Hanzo on your team, build around him. Don't just tell him to switch, because obviously he's not gonna fucking switch. So you could maybe try to build your team composition around the Hanzo if you have friends with you, and then just see what happens. Like, you'll probably win, because then you'll have all 6 people playing to their best ability, and you want that. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. This series should be going on for a little while. And yeah, I'm kind of trying to figure out who the best heroes in Overwatch are, due to, like, high skill caps and stuff. So there won't be any freaking Torbjorn on this list. There won't be, like, easy heroes like Mercy or Reinhardt or anything like that. I mean, Reinhardt can have a high skill cap, but he doesn't take that much skill. So basically, I'll be doing all these really difficult heroes, like most likely like McCree, Pharah, Genji, Zarya, all those type of people, and not people like Bastion, Torbjorn, Mercy, Reinhardt, all those type of people. So I will be continuing this series. This is not the only one. That's why it says episode 1 on here, or number 1, or whatever it's gonna say. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys.